Merry Christmas everyone. I know it's not technically Christmas yet, but it's gonna be Christmas Eve for me tonight and Christmas Day tomorrow. So just to avoid the whole time zone shenanigans, I'm gonna greet you with Merry Christmas today. But as usual, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. Alright, the very first thing I want you to do when you log into the game is type Merry_Christmas. Again, you can type it in area chat, party chat, alliance, whisper, group, it doesn't matter where you type it. All you're gonna do is type Merry_Christmas. And once that is done, you're gonna press enter, you're gonna press escape, go to systems, go to get campaign items, and right here, receive in accounts, you will get a new emote, which is called Snowball Fight. Once you receive the emote, it will go into your inventory under consumables. You want to consume it, and boom, done. Now when you go to perform emotes over here, you can now type snow, and you will find it right here. This is Snowball Fight, and you can see that I am now throwing snowballs at you, which is pretty adorable. Whee! So the one I showed you earlier is the female variant, and now let me show you the male variant. This is the male variant. It's a lot more bold. Pick it up and yeet, and you dodge. It's pretty awesome. Alright, with that out of the way, the next thing I want to talk about is making Meseta in NGS. So when we access the personal shop over here, we can do product search and find items. However, I want to talk about running your own personal shop over here. And you can see here under view sales, in the past 3 days, I have made 9.6 million Meseta. So this is basically, we're going to round up for a clickbait title. We're going to say we made 10 million Meseta in 3 days. And some people are going to be wondering, okay, Caro, how did you gain access to the market? Well, it just so happens when you progress through the mission pass at tier 24, you will always get a personal shop use 3 days. And this basically means as a free-to-play player, you always get 3 days access to the shop every single month. So just think of it like in every 30 days, you get 3 days to use the shop. However, do keep in mind, you can save these up. Like the personal shop use 3 days over here from the season 3 mission pass, I have not redeemed this reward yet simply because I do not need to use it yet. You can redeem this reward and leave it in your storage indefinitely. These personal shop uses will never expire. So you can leave it in your storage until you need to use it. You can save up 10 of these personal shop uses if you want and then have access to the shop for an entire month if you want to do that. So what I did was I actually saved season 2's personal shop use 3-day pass until Retem came out, and then I farmed a lot of stuff and then I started selling things. But I'm sure a lot of you guys are curious on what exactly I sold to make all of this money. So we're just going to look through the list over here. However, I will also be talking about specific items in particular that you guys should pay a little bit of attention to. So the first one over here is Gigas Techniques. So anything with Gigas is usually worth quite a bit of money. You can see here I sold 2 of them for 135,000. Aeoldomina, of course, is still worth a lot. If you guys want to make a lot of money, you can just go around Aelio and collect all the notes. The notes are actually selling for quite a bit of money, at least on ship 2 it is, and I can only assume that on less populated ships the price will be even higher. Of course, the Retem triggers sold pretty well, so both the yellow ones and the purple ones. You can see the level 3 souls usually sell really well as well. So the Ragnus Soul 3, you can see I sold that for 360,000. Red Domina sold really well. Alt Secreta 3s also sell very well, and I even sold my Quintel Katana at plus 40. It was fully augmented, everything was done. I sold it for 1.2 million. So after tax, I got 1 million and a little bit more. So these were the items that I sold in order to make 9.6 million within 3 days. So let us receive that. Boom, I have 27 million now. Very, very nice. Alright, so now some of you guys are rolling your eyes and going, Caro, okay, we understand, you made a lot of money, nice flex, bro. Don't worry, now I'm going to be talking about the mentality you should be having in order to understand what items to farm for in order to make money. The TLDR for free-to-play members is we only gain access to the shop for 3 days every single month. So you need to make those 3 days count. So what you want to do to prepare yourself before you activate the 3-day shop pass is to have a bunch of highly desirable items. So you can see here that I have this armor at a Fixa Natural level 4. So maybe somebody would like it, you know, natural PP recovery increased by 4.5%. I can't think of a specific use case for this armor. However, I'm sure if I sold it for 1 million Meseta, someone would definitely pick this up. Alright, next up are weapons. If you get a relic weapon, that is going to be worth a lot of money. The reason for this is because the relic weapons have an extremely low drop rate and a lot of people want it, and thus the prices are sky high. So if you do get a relic weapon to drop, well, you might as well use your 3-day shop pass and put it up on the market for 25 million, 40 million, however million you want to put it at, in order to convert that item that you don't really want into Meseta so you can buy what you want. But from my farming experience, the one that sells the best are capsules. So you can see here that I have 2 Dust Soul 3s. If we check market price, each Dust Soul capsule is worth almost 500,000 Meseta. So essentially, these 2 capsules right here is a million Meseta right here for this Dust Soul 3, which is huge. It is a lot of Meseta. So maybe you should be targeting to farm Dust Soul 3s. Another capsule that is high in demand is Alt Secreta 3. We go over here, check item price, 200,000 each. I've got 6 of them over here, so that's worth 1.2 million Meseta sitting right here. Gigas Technique 3, we go check this. This is almost at 250,000 Meseta. So from my personal experience, I believe capsules are one of the better ways to make money, simply because you can stockpile these, right? So you don't need to proc your 3-day shop pass the moment you get 1 Dust Soul 3. You can keep farming until you've got like 10, 20, 30, 50 of these Dust Soul 3s, and then activate your shop pass, throw them all on the market, and cash out big. Now, another strategy which has worked really well for me are the Alio triggers, so the yellow as well as the purple. So the nice thing about these purple triggers is you're going to be fighting Gigantix, so they will be dropping these gigantic capsules. However, the Gigantix are level 24, while you are level 35. So when you get a party of 4 people who are level 35, you will bully the crap out of the Gigantix. And the beautiful thing about running the Alio purple triggers is they will still drop Gigas Precision 2, Gigas Technique 2, Gigas Might 2. I do not think they drop 3s though. I think the level 3 capsules only drop from the Retam Gigas or the level 39 Gigas. I do not believe the level 24 Gigantix can drop level 3 capsules. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section below. So with that being said, you can check the market prices over here and you can see that the purple triggers are going for 33,000 each. So what you can do is you can simply go to any of these combat zones, Rezel Forest, Vanford Laboratories, Mount Magnus, farm for a bunch of these purple triggers and throw them on the market to make money. Or if you have a party, you can run those purple triggers, get your Gigas capsules, and throw these on the market and sell it for even more money, which is very, very nice. Now for the Alio yellow triggers, why should you be farming for these? It's simply because of the upgrade material. So if we check the market price, you can see that this is going for 6,000 each. So what you can do is you can multiply this by 5, so that means it's 30,000 in order to activate 1 trigger. However, let us take a look at the loot that we get. So we actually get a gold prim armor. So we're going to go gold prim armor enhancement level plus 20. So you can see this is going for 30,000. So just by getting this 1 gold prim armor, which you are guaranteed from running a yellow trigger, you already cover your cost. However, that is not the only thing you get. You also get the silver armor at plus 20. Let's search this by price. So this 20,000 is profit right here. You're going to make a 20,000 profit. But then again, we also get the gold prim sword. Gold prim swords at plus 20, search by price, that's another 7,000 profit. And last but not least, we also get a silver prim sword at plus 20, and that is another 6,000 profit. You add that all together and you make 33,000 profit simply because you're selling all of the loot that you're getting from these yellow triggers. Now keep in mind, running the yellow triggers or your purple triggers are going to cost you time. So you are trading your time to make this Meseta. But do keep in mind, in order to use this method, you will need access to the shop. So you'll either have to have your 3-day shop pass activated if you're free to play, or you're a premium member, or you bought like the 30-day shop pass thing, then you can use this method. And on top of that, don't forget about the market tax. There's always going to be the market tax. So even though I say you make 33,000 Meseta each run, minus the tax, it might be like 20,000 profit each run. But nevertheless, it is still profit. So in conclusion, if you want to make a lot of money, the TLDR is you're doing things that not everyone else is doing. So for example, right now a lot of people are farming combat zones. So the items that drop in the combat zones, except for the relic weapon, of course, because that has such a low drop rate, those items are going for very, very cheap. However, there is no one in Alio anymore because everyone is in Retem. So a lot of the items that drop in Alio are rising in price simply because there is no supply of these items. So what you want to do is you want to read the market and just farm for the items that are high in demand. So for example, a lot of capsules are high in demand. You know, the Gigas Precision 3, Gigas Technique 3s, those are high in demand. So maybe go hunt down Gigantix. But a lot of people don't like Gigantix because one, you need pretty good gear to farm it, and two, you need a team in order to do it efficiently. So let's take a step back. Say, okay, I can't farm Gigantix, but what I can do is I can farm for purple triggers to provide a service to the people who want to farm Gigantix all the time. Because the people who are farming Gigantix are running purple triggers over and over and over, and when there's a storm, maybe they go out and kill it, but most of the time they're just running purple triggers. So you can step down and say, it's okay, I'm not going to make the most amount of money, but I'm going to provide a service to the people who are running purple triggers, and I'm going to farm all these purple triggers and sell it to them, and thus you make your cut of profit. So you can see here, 10 purple triggers are going for 100,000 each. So sure, you're making a little bit less than the people who are farming purple triggers consistently, but you still make your cut, and this is a lot easier to farm for, simply because if you're farming in combat zones for a relic weapon, you get a pretty good chance of dropping a bunch of purple triggers and yellow triggers. The same thing applies with the 10 yellow triggers. Look at that, it's 30,000 each, also quite a good source of money. But let's say you don't like grinding in combat zones all the time, well, then you can do the exploration part of the game. You can farm for ret notes A to D, aleo notes A to D, you can make ale dominas, you can make ret dominas, throw those onto the market, and also make a pretty good profit. And if that isn't your cup of tea, then you can just farm veterans. I know Thrift Shopping does a lot of veteran huntings. I think he streams every single day, so just look out for his streams if you play on Ship 2. Basically, he just opens parties. So as long you just turn on his stream, he'll tell you what room he's in what block, and you literally just go in and then you go kill veterans. And it's actually a very solid source of income. I believe he makes like 5 million a day. It's kind of nuts. But then again, keep in mind, you do need access to the shop. If you cannot sell things, you can do all the activities I just talked about, but just hoard them up until you get your 3-day shop pass, and then go out with a bang and make a lot of money in a very short time frame, just like what I do. Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!
What can I say except you're welcome for the heals, the boosts, the